Hello children, welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College Pune. I am Deepa Phadke. We have already started learning Standard 9th History Chapter 7 Science and Technology, and we have completed two video sessions. This is the last video session of this chapter. We had already learned till telex service in the last video session, and now we will continue learning from Satellite Communication Center. Satellite Communication Center. To have satellite communication with the help of an artificial satellite, a domestic satellite communication earth station was established in 1967 at Jodhpur Tekra near Ahmedabad, which made easy for the scientists and technicians in setting up and running an earth station within the country. Then in 1970, a center was also established at RV near Pune, equipped for international telecommunication service. So you can imagine that was the time when India had started using artificial satellite to have a domestic satellite communication earth station, through which and one such earth station was established in 1967 at Jodhpur Tekra near Ahmedabad. So slowly it was possible for all the scientists as well as technicians to get trained and also to run this earth station, taking the help of this satellite communication center. Then also in Maharashtra, in Pune, near Pune RV, this place also a center, an earth center was established, equipped with for international telecommunication services. So it was helpful in Maharashtra, later on it was helpful in all over the India. Children, why do you think this PIN code is important for all of us? Actually, this PIN code system was started by the Post and Telegraph Department. The main use of this PIN code, it was highly useful for the Department of Post. Because imagine in those days we did not have mail system, email and all. So using this PIN code, using these 6-digit number also, the post department could work efficiently. Looking at the number also, they used to bifurcate different mails, that is the letters and all. So Post Department and Telegraph Department started the 6-digit PIN code system in the country on 15th August 1972. In this system, the country was divided into 9 regions. The first digit of the PIN code indicates the region, the second digit indicates the sub-region, the third digit shows the main disbursement and district, while the remaining 3 digits show the location of the local post office. For Maharashtra, you know it, that it is 40, 41, 42, 43 and 44. These numbers are the first 2 digits that are given for Maharashtra. In 1986, the speed post service was also started to send postage rapidly. So this was basically for the people who were working in Post and Telegraph Department, for their easy way, for them to do their work easily, this PIN code system was started. Children, gone are the days when I remember children, we used to go to the telephone booth center to call up a person sitting maybe abroad. So this international subscriber dialing telephone service was started in the year 1972. Overseas communication service was established in Mumbai for the management of international telecommunication service in 1972. Then in 1976, the international subscriber dialed telephone service was started to connect Mumbai and London directly on phone. Then in 1986, Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited, that is VSNL, took a big leap in this field. So you can imagine children, that was the time when for the first time this ISD system, telecommunication system, was started in India for overseas communication services. Then international subscriber dialing telephone service was also started to connect Mumbai and London directly on phone. Then in 1986, when VSNL came, it took such a it was so impetus by the VSNL that it got involved in all kinds of telecommunication services. But before BSNL, there was MTNL, Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited, which was a public sector company for giving telephone services in big cities in India. Then in 1990s, Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited held the distinction of being the main internet service provider in India, and from that time onwards, that is from 1990 onwards, internet facility came to India. But till that time it was BSNL which was providing which was the main internet service provider in India. So in this regard, the contribution of Sam Pitroda is highly significant. After internet facility came to India, there was a little change in the communication system. In 1990 only, many private companies came in this field of mobile, and on August 22nd, 1994, the mobile service started in India. So you can imagine, children, when for the first time mobile set had come into the hands of Indians, it was so costly and expensive that it cost almost rupees 45,000, and calling cost per minute was 17 rupees. Later on, this cost also started getting reduced because of many new handsets also came to India. But earlier, even the size and even the weight of that mobile handset was it used to be very heavy, children. So now you can imagine that a lot of changes and a lot of modification has been done into the mobile sector and communication system also. Children, even you can find out the various changes that have taken place in mobile phone technology, and you can also find out about the advantages as well as the disadvantages, and especially in this situation, pandemic situation, how mobile phones have been proved very, very useful for all the people all over the world. At the same time, how there are disadvantages of using excess use of mobile phones. You can learn to know more about it, children. So now let's study about BSNL. The telecommunication department was restructured in 2000, and the responsibility of making policy decisions was retained with the Telecom Department, and Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited was established to actually provide the services to the consumers. So along with the telephone service, cellular phone, internet, broadband services, they were also introduced, and now they are much more available for the country's citizens. So you can imagine, children, when the telecommunication department only got restructured, the responsibility of making policy decisions, it was retained, it was still kept into the hands of telecommunication department, and then BSNL was established at that time to provide these services to the consumers. Now along with the telephone services, there are all other services like cellular phone, even internet facility, broadband facilities. These facilities are also provided by this BSNL, as well as now you know it that there are so many private companies who have also taken up this job, we can say, and that's the reason we have multiple companies providing internet and broadband facilities. In 1956, the Oil and Natural Gas Commission was established to search for the deposits of mineral oil, natural gas, and to increase their production. Mineral oil deposits were found in Ankleshwar area in Gujarat, after Digboi in Assam. The mineral oil and natural gas deposits were also found in the Gulf of Khambat in Gujarat. So you can imagine, children, where India was making her progress into the field of science and technology, even providing gas, natural gas, oil depositories were found out, and so many mineral oil deposits were found out even in Ankleshwar in Gujarat. Earlier it was found out in Digboi in Assam. So later on in Khambat in Gujarat also, these gas deposits and mineral oil deposits were found out. So naturally, providing these things to the citizens of India was also started, and that's the reason, children, today we don't use stoves and all, rather we use this cylinder gas, and that is the reason it is provided. It is also provided on subsidy. So you can imagine how vastly it's been spread all over India. In 1974, the Oil and Natural Gas Commission started digging on oil well. So it did not stop its work over there after setting up the commission. It also started finding out the deposits like mineral oil deposits, natural gas deposits. So it also started digging on oil well in Bombay High area with the help of Russian scientists by a drill ship called Sagar Samrat. This is something amazing, children, and all of you should have good knowledge about it. So then after 1975, mineral oil, natural gas began to be extracted from these wells. Now more than 8,500 oil wells and 33 natural gas wells dug and also began to contribute 38% of the total mineral oil production in the country. You can imagine the vast usage of mineral oil wells as well as natural gas, and it also met 14% of the country's demand for crude oil. Crude oil is also used, children, for manufacturing purpose, for actually it is used in industries. So 38% of the total mineral oil production is done in India, and it is used 14% of the, even crude oil is used as 14%. 14% of the need is been satisfied by these oil wells as well as natural gas wells. Children, it is so interesting to know about it. So if you don't know, you can learn about Konkan Railway. Konkan Railway started in 1998, and there are several records of technology to the credit of Konkan Railway, which stretches over the 4 states of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala over a distance of 760 kilometers. So you can imagine, children, how vastly this Konkan Railway has been spread. It covers 4 states, covering the distance of 760 kilometers. There are 12 tunnels on this track, and 6.5 kilometer tunnel at Karbudi is the longest tunnel. See, there are so many different characteristics get covered in this Konkan Railway. So Konkan Railway has innumerable characteristics, you can say. It covers 4 states covering a distance of 760 kilometers. There are 12 tunnels that also get covered through this journey, through this track, and 6.5 kilometer tunnel, which is the longest tunnel, called Karbudi, which is the longest tunnel in this journey. Then there are 179 big, 1819 small bridges also get covered in this track. Out of these, 2065.8 meter long bridge on river Sharavati near Honnavar is the biggest bridge, children. Along with this biggest bridge, the 64 meter tall bridge on river Panval near Ratnagiri is India's tallest bridge. So there is a biggest, lengthwise biggest bridge as well as tallest bridge also gets covered under this track. It is 64 meter tall bridge on river Panval near Ratnagiri. For avoiding accidents on tracks that are prone to landslides, there are sensors that are fitted to the railway engines. So this is something amazing about Konkan Railway. So what do we learn, children, over here? We learn about 4 states, 12 tunnels, 6.5 kilometer tunnel, longest tunnel named Karbudi, 179 big, 1819 small bridges. Out of these, 2065.8 meter long bridge which is on river Sharavati near Honnavar, and 64 meter tall bridge on river Panval near Ratnagiri, which is India's tallest bridge. So these are all, children, becomes the characteristics of this Konkan Railway, having sensors also that are fit in this railway track. Let's learn about the technology that has also covered our railway system, railway routes. The technology adopted by railways has a big role in the history of modern India. In order to bring efficiency, accuracy and coordination in the reservation system in rail travel, computerized reservation system was started for the first time in Delhi in 1984. In the same year, the metro was also started in Kolkata, and it is said, children, that it is the 7th largest railway route and railway network which we have throughout the world in Asia. So you can imagine the vastness of railway tracks and railway system, children, and to have like accuracy, to bring about efficiency in the work, even computerized reservation system has been started from 1984. And even first it started in Delhi, now it is all over India. And along with that, children, you know it very well about metro work, which has spread like anything. Even in Pune, within 2 years you can see everywhere that metro network has been spread so nicely. So children, we have learnt that how India has been making progress in the fields of science and technology. New inventions also have been made, and India is an important 21st century nation which has always like used technology for establishing peace in the world. While using these nuclear tests and having these nuclear reactors, India had never been the nation which would use all these technological fields for destructive purposes. Rather, India has always used this technology in different fields. So, making all these advancements, India has been striving harder in order to be the foremost among nations in the 21st century. So, here children, we complete the lesson. Please mark all the answers, write them in your classwork and prepare yourself.